If you're enjoying this inspiring journey through Paul's life and want to keep exploring deep and transformative themes like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Divine Prosperity channel. Here, we offer content that strengthens faith, teaches valuable lessons, and helps you face daily challenges with courage and hope. Give this video a thumbs up to show your support and share it with friends who can also benefit from this message. And, of course, don't miss our next videos to continue this journey of learning and spiritual growth. Watch another suggested video and dive even deeper into stories that inspire and edify. Paul is a clear example of how to turn adversity into opportunities for growth and the expansion of faith. Instead of being defeated by challenges, he used them as springboards to deepen his mission. Every difficulty he faced, whether shipwrecks, imprisonment, or threats of death, was a chance to show the strength of his belief and to reach more people with his message. Paul saw each obstacle as a test of faith and a call to keep moving forward, regardless of circumstances. One of the most notable ways Paul transformed adversity into opportunity was through his letters. Even when imprisoned, he never stopped communicating with the Christian communities he had founded. His epistles are a testament to his resilience and the power of using difficult times to build something positive and lasting. Each letter written by Paul is a testimony to how he used his time in incarceration not to lament his fate but to create something constructive. Furthermore, Paul often used his personal experiences of suffering and persecution as a way to connect with those also facing difficulties. He never placed himself above anyone else. Instead, he shared his struggles to show that everyone is called to persevere. In his epistles, he spoke openly about his fears and weaknesses, encouraging others to trust in God to overcome them. This not only humanized his figure in the eyes of new Christians but also strengthened the community, creating a network of mutual support based on faith. Another remarkable example is his approach to conflicts and disputes within the churches. Rather than allowing these divisions to destroy the work accomplished, Paul saw these challenges as opportunities to teach about unity, love, and understanding. He constantly exhorted Christians to live in harmony and resolve their differences with wisdom and compassion, thus strengthening the foundations of the early Christian community. Paul's ability to see every moment of adversity as a chance to advance the gospel is a powerful lesson for all of us. He shows that with the right attitude and firm faith, we can turn our greatest challenges into opportunities for personal and spiritual growth. This mentality of making the most of difficult situations is something we can all apply in our lives, always seeking to extract lessons and opportunities from each experience. Paul's spiritual journey is a clear example of resilience, an essential quality for anyone who wants to live a life of faith and purpose. Resilience is not just the ability to withstand tough times but to adapt and grow with them. Paul demonstrated this ability countless times, showing that true spiritual strength lies not in avoiding challenges but in facing them with courage and determination. From the beginning of his conversion, Paul faced resistance and hostility. His radical change from persecutor of Christians to apostle was met with suspicion by both Jews and Christians. However, he persisted, knowing that his mission was greater than immediate acceptance or the approval of others. This tenacity is a central aspect of resilience, the ability to stay firm in purpose, even when circumstances seem unfavorable. Paul knew that his calling was divine, and therefore, nothing could deter him. Moreover, Paul found the strength to continue his mission even when facing physical and emotional dangers. He was stoned, whipped, imprisoned, and often found himself on the brink of death. Instead of despairing, he used these moments to deepen his faith and trust in God. Paul's resilience is especially remarkable because, rather than simply enduring suffering, he turned it into an opportunity to testify to God's greatness. His letters, written during times of great tribulation, are a testament to this inner strength, inspiring generations to remain steadfast in their convictions. Paul also teaches us that resilience is a daily practice. It is not a quality that one acquires once and for all, but something that is continually cultivated. In his missionary journeys, he encountered many hardships, from hunger and cold to political persecutions. Each of these situations challenged him to trust even more in God and persevere. Paul never allowed circumstances to define him or limit his faith. On the contrary, he used them as fuel to strengthen his determination and message. Resilience in the spiritual journey, as demonstrated by Paul, involves deep trust in divine providence. He firmly believed that everything worked together for the good of those who love God, Romans, chapter 8, verse 28. This unwavering belief gave him the strength needed to overcome any obstacle. Paul shows us that by cultivating resilience, we can find peace and purpose, even in the midst of life's most intense storms. Thus, Paul's life is an inspiration for all who seek to live with faith and courage. His ability to rise after every fall and continue his mission with renewed energy is a shining example of how resilience can help us overcome challenges and grow spiritually. Paul's teachings and life offer precious lessons that remain relevant today. In a world where we constantly face challenges, Paul's resilience and courage can guide us in our own journeys. One of the first lessons is the importance of maintaining faith in difficult times. Just as Paul found the strength to continue his mission, we can be inspired by his example to seek spiritual support and maintain a positive attitude in the face of adversity. In times of crisis, we can turn to prayer, meditation, and scripture reading to find comfort and guidance, just as Paul did during his periods of imprisonment. Another important lesson from Paul is the power of forgiveness and personal transformation. His life is a testimony of how a person can radically change course and embrace a new purpose. This reminds us that it is never too late to make adjustments in our lives, correct past mistakes, and follow a new path. Like Paul, we all have the capacity to reinvent ourselves and seek a higher purpose, even if it means going against others' expectations or facing resistance. Paul's ability to communicate and connect with different cultures and people is another valuable teaching. He showed that true spiritual leadership does not impose but rather invites dialogue and understanding. In our lives, we can apply this by seeking to build bridges instead of walls, whether in our communities, at work, or in our personal relationships. Respect and empathy are fundamental to creating an environment of mutual support and growth, and Paul is an example of how effective communication can promote unity and peace. Moreover, Paul teaches us about the importance of perseverance. His determination to follow his mission, regardless of obstacles, is an inspiration to never give up on our dreams and goals. Instead of allowing challenges to paralyze us, we should see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Paul's life is a reminder that success is not measured by the absence of difficulties but by how we face and overcome them. Finally, Paul's teachings invite us to live with purpose and integrity. He dedicated his life to a greater cause, and this gave him the strength to overcome any adversity. For us, this means finding and following our own mission, whatever it may be. Living with purpose gives us a sense of direction and meaning, and Paul is an example of how this can transform not only our lives but also positively impact those around us. Just like Paul, we all face storms and imprisonments in our lives, whether literal or figurative. But it is in these moments of adversity that we find the opportunity to grow spiritually and reaffirm our faith. Paul's story teaches us that with courage and resilience, we can turn our greatest challenges into powerful life lessons. Do not let difficulties get you down. Instead, use them as a springboard to reach a new level of understanding and connection with the divine. Now, how about applying these teachings to your life? Ask yourself, How can I face my own storms with the same faith and courage as Paul? What practical steps can I take to strengthen my resilience and continue my spiritual journey? Remember, just like Paul, you also have the power to positively influence others' lives by sharing your own story of overcoming in faith. So, if you haven't already subscribed to the Divine Prosperity channel, do it now. Continue following our videos to learn more about inspiring stories like Paul's and to receive tips and guidance that will help you live a fuller life connected to faith. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any content, and share this video with those who need a dose of inspiration and courage. Together, we can grow and face adversities with unwavering faith,